guys, happy new year. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is the beginning of the year where we go into the new year, new me frenzy. And so what are you planning to do this year? For me, I plan to enjoy you. It is enjoyment, full dose enjoyment the whole year. That is what I am manifesting for myself. So what are your resolutions for 2022 and what are you planning to do in this new year? As for me, I am shooting this from a place called Buluti in Arusha, Tanzania. Arusha is one of the provinces. This year I have Dar es Salaam and Zanzibar in my bucket list, so I hope to check those out. And I hope you also enjoy this Arusha and Moshi vlog.
Hello. So here is my Arusha vlog. Just in case I sound weird, don't mind me. It is, I don't know what is happening to my voice. Maybe I caught Omicron or not. But now, let's go straight to the vlog. So I have literally waited all year to go and take a photo at the "You are now entering Tanzania" sign. I have manifested literally the whole year for that thing. So now when it finally came that I saw the advertisement from K-Tan Safaris, who are actually the people who took us to Arusha by an overland track, and let's just say I was a happy girl. I was a very, very happy girl. My voice really does sound weird. Anywho, so we were supposed to leave Nairobi at 5 a.m. As Kenyans, we did not leave at 5. We left at 6. I first passed through Naivas, Moi Avenue, bought some snacks. I basically just bought coffee and samosas to give me energy because I had not eaten like from the previous day. Then we now had started our journey from Nairobi via the overland track all the way past through Kajiado, Kitengela, Kajiado, Isinya, all those places. And actually that area has grown. I remember one time my mom wanted to buy a house somewhere along is it called Muigai? Somewhere, that estate. Yeah. So anyway, we went all the way to Namanga, took a few photos by the road, then Namanga, Nairobi highway. Then we finally arrived at Namanga at around 10 a.m. And of course, you know how the border is, but my clearance was very seamless. Some of the people had a little bit of pressure here and there, but we were finally allowed to get into Tanzania and started the journey to Arusha. So we were supposed to go to Arusha and then proceed to Moshi, and we left Nairobi on 31st of December 2021. So we left last year and came back this year. I have been waiting to use that line, so yeah, bear with me. So we left Nairobi. We, after being processed, of course, passing through the border, getting our snack of chips mayai. Chips mayai is very nice. They sell it at 4,000 Tanzanian shillings. That is around, divide that by 20. You will get them out in Kenya shillings. So I took chips mayai and some drinks. Then we started our journey to Arusha. Our first stop was supposed to be the Arusha Cultural Center. So we passed along the way as we were entering Arusha. We saw the Arusha International Airport and some flights there. I actually didn't know that is it called Fly Retrograde? Something. There's that airline here. So I saw one of the flights there. So as we were passing, heading towards the Arusha Cultural Center. So once we were at the Arusha Cultural Center, we were only allowed to take photos outside and even videos outside, because inside there are like artists' work, and they basically are on sale. And I always just see those art gallery things on movies, and I never really know the feeling because I always think it's a rich people bougie thing. But until you're in there, until I was in there, I was like, God, just give me money because I want to buy all of this art because it's breathtaking. God really blessed his people. Like, people have blessed hands. They craft nice things, they paint beautiful things, as in the creativity was on another level. And then they have some jazz music on the background. So I think it is to create the ambience so that you can buy art. But it was really a different experience because I've never really experienced that. I only see that in movies. So I think I am happy that I got to experience that at least before 2021 ended, even though it was not on my bucket list. So yeah, that is what we did at the Arusha Cultural Center. We just had a look at it, and then we now started proceeding towards our second destination, which is Lake Duluti. But before Lake Duluti, we were now cruising through Arusha town. Arusha is such a lovely place. I wish I had more time there to just walk around Arusha, you know what I mean, like what I did in Durban. Yeah, but unfortunately, and also get to say that the A in my name stands for Arusha, because why not? But unfortunately, we were just passing by, and then we saw a Zuchu tour van telling people that Zuchu was performing in Arusha on the crossover night of from 2021 to 2022. So it is she was performing at a club called Cocorico. So we saw the track, and of course I asked my friends to go. You will see the clip as the video goes by. So we went to Lake Duluti. Now, something very interesting is when I was shopping around Arusha, not Arusha, around Moshi, and I got to this shop, and then this lady, she asked me what we had gone to do in Jerusalem. Actually, in Arusha, she actually thought that I'm Tanzanian because I have a Tanzanian bracelet on my right hand. So I told her, no, I'm from Kenya, and we just came to tour and we're going back. Then she told me, where have you been? And I told her we have been to the Arusha Cultural Center, to Lake Duluti. And she told me an interesting story about Lake Duluti, that there are two lovers who went for a boat ride, which we also did. They went for a boat ride at Lake Duluti, and they drowned, or rather the boat capsized, and they were never found. So in case you plan on visiting Lake Duluti, that is one interesting thing that one of the locals got to tell me. And now I know. Now I know. So we left Lake Duluti. It was really going towards 6-7-ish p.m. So we had to leave and go back to our hotel. On the first night, we spent at City View Hotel. City View is basically an hotel in Arusha town, and Arusha town is just a cool, calm, quiet, but also very vibey. And so we took dinner and went to Zuchu's concert at Cocorico. We went to the concert at 10 p.m., which was a mistake on our end. We should just have gone at around midnight. But anyway, we went to the concert. Zuchu performed, and I was there singing along to her songs. Tuvai bui bui kanga, viatu vya maua ya maroon. Whatever that means, yeah. All of that. So we sang and vibed and watched Zuchu perform. And yeah, basically that was it. And we... In the morning, you touch me slowly. Gotcha. With you keep me falling. Now when you give that, the 3, 1, 2. Oh my baby, boo, you know I love you. You got me on each other. because according to the accommodation arrangements, we had a triple room, like a room where we could accommodate 3, where it's just me and my 3 friends and my 2 friends, so it was the 3 of us. And that was the end of the second day. We left Zuchu's concert at 3 a.m. I literally had not slept since 29th, and still I was not sleeping into the new year. I do not know what is wrong with me at this point, but yeah, that was what happened, and that is how I spent the whole of 31st into fast, because we reached fast 3 a.m. and that is when I went to sleep. I don't know if I told you what happened when we were coming back from Zuchu's concert. But then the taxi driver we met, or rather we had, when we told him that we were going to City View Hotel, we had a problem with translation, because he thought city means sea, and he's like, city kama vile kuona, and then I was like, no, city inamaanisha mji. So, and then he taught us a new Swahili word, which was mpakatane hapo nyuma, like just hold each other behind there, and so that you can fit into the taxi. And we laughed about the kupakatana part for a while. So we came back to the hotel at City View and left the following morning on fast, as we were headed to Kikuletwa Springs in Moshi. We had fun, of course. I almost died because of the water. It traumatized me. The water is like 7 inches deep, I think, and it goes downstream. So if you don't know how to swim, there is this thing where people just swing and jump inside the water. But if you do not know how to swim, you will suffer in that water. And I met this guy who was like, he's like those people who guide you the swimmers who guide you in the water. And he was like, just give me 500 Kenya shillings and I teach you how to do this thing. And I'm like, no. I'm Miss Independent. Yo. The minute I entered that water, I regretted it immediately. I started looking for him and I could not even find him, because he was nowhere to be found. It's like he just decided, kula ujeuri wako, it is your time. Your pride is coming back to embarrass you. So yeah, that is what happened to me, and the water really did traumatize me. But then at some point, I just decided to just chill by the side, where there was not so many people and not so much traffic, and I think that helped. And of course, I had to take nice photos, nice bikini photos. I don't care whether I cannot swim. Bikini photos is a must. It's a necessity. So anyway, after spending the whole day at Kikuletwa Springs, of course, the only thing I ate also during lunch was chips mayai. At this point, I feel like I am addicted to chips mayai. Like, chips mayai is not even like a real meal. It's more of like a snack. But for some reason, it was just sweet. It is like those smokies we buy by the roadside. They have this weird sweetness that is very addictive. Anyway, yeah, that is what happened. So now we came back to our hotel. We were sleeping at Park View Hotel, and it had like a twin bed and all that. And so we slept at Park View Hotel, and as we were waited, because that was also our last night in Tanzania, and we woke up the following morning on the 2nd and started our journey back. So as we were coming back, we passed by the I love Moshi sign. And at this point, I feel like my name should start, the M in my name should stand for Moshi, because why not? Again, why not? So we took the, what is it called? We basically just took pictures, a few videos there, and then we came back home. We were on our way home, and then we saw this sign. Initially, we passed through the Namanga border when we were going back, but when we were coming back, when we were going to Tanzania, or when we were coming back, we came back through the Tarakea border. So there are like 4 Tanzanian borders in Kenya. There is one at Sirare. The one at Sirare takes you all the way to Mwanza. There is another one at Namanga, which now is the Arusha-Moshi, Dar es Salaam going there. And then there's the one at Tarakea. Still, you can always reach the same destination using them, because there's a way of reaching Dar es Salaam through them. And then now there is the one for Mombasa. The one for Mombasa, I think, is the easiest one if you are going directly to Dar es Salaam. And there are so many Panya routes. So somebody even asked me when we were going to Babu Waloliondo, did we use the Tarakia border, and I was like, we did not even use a border. I have been to Tanzania 3 times. 2 times I did not use a border. Tanzanians, do not arrest me. I was there for official business. Yeah. So there's so many panya routes entering Tanzania. It's just it's the same way as entering Uganda. I think because we're neighboring countries, there's always a way to just get into the country. So yeah. So those are the borders that I currently know of. I don't know if there is any other that I have missed, the official borders. The others are unofficial. So don't say Doreen told us that there are other borders. So then we came back to Nairobi, arrived in Nairobi at around 9:30-ish. And basically that was the end of my Vuka Mwaka tour to Arusha-Moshi and Tanzania. So this year we are manifesting Dar es Salaam as well and Zanzibar. So see you on the Zanzibar vlog. Bye-bye.
Vlog. And don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe. See you next week. Bye-bye.